1 month until the primary and growing attention on the Democrat candidates for governor and their positions on law enforcement and policing. A lot of that attention targeting Francesca Hong, the Democratic socialist who's previously publicly called for defunding police. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel also reported Hong told a group of supporters in May, quote, "I think that my perfect world would be a world without prisons," end quote. Hong with us in April. Is that still your position, to defund police?
I think we have to make investments in what would help prevent crime, investments in communities, our public schools, community centers, public libraries. And I think that when there are limited resources, we have to look at where we can make cuts as well as where we can make investments.
Mandela Barnes has also faced scrutiny, both in his previous U.S. Senate bid and now the race for governor. I'm curious, if you were governor, would there be more law enforcement here in the state?
Well, it's been years of you asking me this question now, and I can tell you I don't support defunding the police. I need to do everything we can do possibly to make sure communities are safe. That means investing on the front end, and it also means that making sure that law enforcement have the resource they need. There has to be a front and a backside approach to making sure community safety is the reality all across Wisconsin. We should all be fighting to make sure that crime doesn't exist in the first place. And while crime is still a reality, we have to be able to respond to it appropriately.
So this past week, we asked about funding when Milwaukee's police chief and the county sheriff discussed the latest crime trends. What would happen if your departments received less funding or eliminated funding, as some candidates for governor have suggested they support?
You get the police department you invest in. And we need to understand that there is a value added to having a strong, supported public safety. People don't build. People don't live in communities that don't feel that there is a support of your public safety. And so that always and shall always remain to be part of the conversation. But I'm not in a position to dictate how the money's spent. All I can do is say, be careful what you ask for. And understand that we are working as best as we can collaboratively, but there still is that type of investment, which I'm very appreciative of our mayor, of making that commitment to ensure that we have the adequate resources to do the work that you're seeing.
Just about everything we do has a level of public safety involved. If people don't feel safe, they're not going to live in the communities. People are not going to build, they're not going to invest. And so public safety is something that is important for all of us. And so I would hope those who are advocating for reducing the amount of money that we have really look at the effects that it could have on the community as a whole.
Let me just say as well that I have made tremendous investments in public safety in Milwaukee. In the police department, the fire department, and other places too, soft places for public safety. I haven't seen this, but I hope that there's no candidate for governor who is requesting a reduction in support for public safety.
All right, up next, remembering Paul Farrow.